Good morning, everyone. I hope you're all well today. My name's Suzie, and I'm a Stampin' Up demonstrator in Australia. So if you're anywhere in Australia, I can help you with product, with information, catalogues, anything to do with paper crafting, I can help you. So today is Friday, the 9th of May. My goodness, it's just going so fast. I can't believe that we're nearly halfway through the year already. But I did see some things on YouTube that say that it's going to go faster this year. Well, certainly is. So I've got a couple of things to go through with you before we go down to the craft desk. So just bear with me a moment and we'll have a look. So we've got our new catalogue, of course, which went out on the 6th of May. Some fabulous things in there. Good morning, Lynn. How are you going? So we also have a fabulous starter kit now. So started on the 6th as well. So what a fabulous offer this is. If you ever thought of joining, you should now. So the starter kit is $303. So, and you only pay $169. So you can get all of the new stuff out of our catalogue into a starter kit. And once you join, you get 20% discount on everything that you buy. So to me, it's a no-brainer. And if it's on special already for, say, 50% off, you'd get your 20% off that on top. So you'd be looking at 70% off whatever you buy like that. So it's a really good deal. Now, let's see, what we've got is our 3-day virtual workshop for scrapbooking. Now, this is going to be on the 28th of May. The product that we're going to use for 12 scrapbook pages, you'll be able to buy it on my shop link there. And it will be $435. So that's 12 scrapbook layers. Not bad. They give you everything. It's all cut out. It's all done. And they do the videos. Oh, that'd be lovely. Oh, enjoy your time going for a country music concert. That's fantastic, Lynn. Enjoy it. So you just need to purchase the kit. So the actual workshop is on the 17th and 19th of July. And Suze too, he's on his chair up here asleep. The dog's in the hallway. She's asleep. She woke me up at 7 o'clock wanting to go outside this morning. So I thought there's no point in going back to bed. So at least she wakes me up to do it. Hi, Kim. How you going? And it's funny, at night, I've got her on the floor at the bottom of my bed, and I've got the cat on the bed at the bottom. And it's like she lords it over her. So she makes sure she's looking down over the dog. It's so funny. I keep trying to get a photograph, and as soon as I pick up my camera, they move. So, yeah. So I'm saving my points, my reward points, to get the virtual scrapbooking kit. I know $400 is a lot of money, especially at the moment. But it will be worth it if you're interested in doing scrapbooking, because they give you everything you need. So when I get the information of what the code will be for it, or the link, then I will give it to you on my live as soon as I know what it is. Alrighty, that's about all I've got to chat to you today. So I tried to keep it brief because you don't want to listen to me babble on all the time. So we'll go down to the craft desk now. Just bear with me while I change cameras. There we go. Okay, so at the moment we've got our new catalogue. I got these tabs for mine on the Stampin' Up website. It was Demonstrator's website or something like that. And somebody had put these in the file tab. So I had to cut mine out because I didn't have the tab die. So I had to cut all mine out by hand. So I've got it on, I've put it on everything that, so it's easy for me to go through. See, there's another one I haven't put in, returning products. So when I want something, hopefully it makes it a lot easier. Now also with the cloud cover, yes, it is my Friday. So with the cloud cover, they've got a certain amount of large stamps because it's not working the way they want it to. So demonstrators only can buy that stamp. Otherwise, you can buy the refill and get the little ink spots, the tiny ones. I've got them, but they're up the other end. And put that into, hi Holly, and fill your ink spot up with the refill. So you can do it that way if you really want the colour. All right, so we'll put that down and we'll get started with today. Now, I've got everything cut out. Oh, lost a bit. Lots of little bits. Okay, so we're going to use this piece for today's card, and it's one of the new ones, which is Florals in Bloom designer paper. So very pretty paper. I'll just give you a quick look. So we've got this with the really big flowers on. This one with the blue cloud cover and timid tiger. This one I'm using today. And then you've got some gorgeous papers. It's really a beautiful, if you like flowers, it's gorgeous. So this is what we've got. And look at this, you can't go past it. And these are really good to make a border with, or the front of your card. Look at that, isn't it gorgeous? Just love it. So this is the paper we're using. Now I've got to remember how this goes. So it is 5.5 by 12 inches. All right, so that's what I've done here. And then I'm going to score it. So this is the card we're doing. Now, when I did it, I wanted this on the outside. So you've got to, you love the colours, yeah, so do I. So I ended up with the back cover, and I wanted this. So you've got to watch the way you fold it to what colour you have on it. So I'm going to score this at 2 inches. Oops, better put my scoring blade up, not my cutting blade. And just be careful with, can only just see it. And then 4 inches, okay? Then I'm going to turn my paper around, and then I'm going to score again at 2 inches. And what did she do? She cut it. What a numbskull. Oh, well, we got more paper, haven't we? What a twit. So this is the same paper. So we want it 5.5. Now, let's see if we can do the same again. Hopefully not. So we want 2 inches. And score it. Then we want 4 inches. And score it. Then we want to turn our paper around and score at 2 inches again. And then 4 inches again. And I've just noticed this paper is directional, but probably not going to turn out like that. So we need to score it. So fold it there. And score it there. Again, fold this piece over. And score it. Sorry, I'm out here a bit. Yeah, me too. So now we can leave it on that side and fold these down, but I really would like that we have, even if it's going upside down, I want the flower part on the front. So either way, you can have it. I do the same thing, Kim. All right, now we're going to take this corner, and I'm going to put my finger on the corner there. I'll get that out of the way. So on the top piece, I'm going to put my finger there, and I'm going to bring this over and score it. Okay. Then I'm going to do the same thing at the bottom. So I'm going to put my finger there on the edge, and I'm just going to bring this over level with the piece and then score it. So this is what we've got so far. Then we're going to do the other side. So I'm going to put my finger on the edge of the corner, and then I'm going to bring this down so it's level with the piece. And score that. And then we're going to do the same here. So just bring it over so it's level with the other piece. Press it down and score it. So what we've got is this. So you won't terribly see a lot of the paper. So I've done it again, haven't I? So that's going on there, and I don't want it to go like that. And that makes my fold back because I want the flower part. And I want that to be the inside. So, yeah, you just have to watch where you fold it, all right? Not that you're going to see a lot of it, but I think it's nicer than this one. So you make sure they're in the middle. Give them a good creasing. So now we have this. So now I'm going to glue those corners down. So I'm going to take my glue gun and just put a small amount of glue around there. Then I'm going to fold it back down. And I'm going to do this on all 4 tabs. And you can do this with any paper. It's actually, once you know how to do it, it's quite easy to do it. Now, last one. Okay. So we've got this. Okay. So now we're going to put that on a piece of card. So I've picked out the orange Timmy Tiger to put this on. All right, so that's going to sit. Hi, Lorraine, how you doing? Okay, not a problem. So I told you I was using Timmy Tiger. So we're going to put the glue on the back here. Honestly, sometimes it looks as if you've, with this gum, that you're not putting glue there because it's so fine. So we're now going to sit this. We can get it straight. Actually, a little bit short. So there we go. So that's now on there, and that piece is 5.5 by 4 1/4. So I'm now going to take some white cardstock, add some glue to it. So I don't know whether you can see it or not, but that's how fine it comes out. So I'm going to put that now inside. I'm going to have to trim a bit off that. I had to do it on the last one, so I should have known. So I'll just have to because otherwise it won't shut. I'll have to clean mine. Clean my board too. So we'll go again. I'll add a bit more glue because probably all went on there. There we go. I don't know why, but when I copy or do the same sizes on from American cardstock, it always seems to be just out a bit. So I don't know whether it's the there we are, clean that off. I don't know whether it's the paper sizing or what. Yeah, have to get hubby to make dinner. So there we go. So that's what we've got so far. Now we are going to so I have 3 pieces. So I've got Darling Duckling, Secret Sea, and a white piece there. Okay, so we're going to glue those together. So the sizes for the card are 2 7/8. The yellow is about 1/4 of an inch smaller, and the white one is 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. So that's all these cards. So we'll put this together. So when you get this glue gun, oh, okay, I was prepared for a change. So I'm going to put this on here. So we've just got a tiny border. And then I'm going to take this. Now I did I wanted to put on here Sent with Love. Now hopefully it will fit on our white piece. Otherwise it'll be a quick change. Sent with Love. So I'm going to put that across on an angle like that. So we'll just get a block. And what I like to do with these is put it on my glass mat and put the longest edge on the line. Sorry, you can't see that, can you? I'll do it up here. I apologise. So I put the longest piece on the dotted line. So I know when I pick it up then, it's going to be straight. So I'm going to take my Y, excuse me, and I might take the orange Timid Tiger. Yeah, I do that, put things, do extras and put them in the freezer. Okay. So I'm going to put my paper and so I'm going to put it on like a diamond like that. And then I'm going to stamp. So stamp with love. And you probably won't see much of that by the time I've decorated it. So I use my Stampin' scrub. I love this for cleaning my stamps. And you just put a bit of this Stampin' mist on there. I'd already done it before. And one side has got raindrops on it, and the other side has sun shining. So you know which is the wet side and which is the dry side. I love the smell of the Stampin' scrub as well. So I'm now going to put this on here. So that's going to sit on here like that. Okay, have a good day, Lorraine. Now we've got one for the other side. And I did that one opposite to what the other one was. So just to change it up a bit. And they're both the same size. So now what I wanted on this one was Happy Mother's Day. So I can't send, my mum's in heaven. So I can't send the card to her. So then I mentally send it to her. So unfortunately she's passed 20 odd years ago, and so did my dad. They passed within a month of each other. So I'm now going to put that on there, and I'm going to clean my stamp. She said, where did she put it? Up here. So there's our stamping. And that, I think, is about all the stamping that we're going to do. I'm just going to have a sip of coffee. My throat gets a bit. And then I'm going to put this on here. Like that. So we've got one for each side. So I'm going to put our first one, Sent with Love. Now I want it to go on an angle. So I only want to put glue on this side. You too, Kim? So we line it up. So I'm going to take my finger here and I can put glue down here. Now I want to get it so it's like even, and press that down. Now we're going to take the other one and we're going to put this on the other side. Oops, measure which way I want to go first. So I want that. Luckily I did it on the right side. Look at that. Couldn't do that again if I tried. And what we want is this one to cover up. And I'm going to take, where's my scissors? I honestly don't know how I can lose things. I have to use my big scissors. I'm just going to take a snip off there, because then that so I want that to close and not see the other one. So you can just adjust it a little bit. Right there. No, we haven't got any glue. So when it's closed, I could have gone a little bit more there, but it doesn't matter. So when it's closed, you can't see the second piece. So when you open it, you've got "Sent with love, Happy Mother's Day." So we've got that like, excuse me, just have to take a so a bit emotional with me when it's Mother's Day, Christmas, birthdays. I always get a little emotional about it. Did that one, but I don't think I'll use it. So we're going to make this an Avid card. And I did a butterfly, and I did the butterfly Winker Stella. So I'm hoping to be able to use that. So what I did last night, I cut these out. Now this gorgeous, gorgeous colour, it's foil. I must get some more of it. It's called Flower Garden Foils, and it's just stunning. So you've got your strawberry slush, pretty in pink, and cloud cover. I think that's what they are. Yeah, pretty in pink, strawberry slush, and cloud cover. And they're just absolutely gorgeous. You can see. And then you've got two sheets. So you've got one with the flowers on there, and then the other one's got like a crisscross pattern. No, yeah. Half the time my boys forget. And I told you what happened with my granddaughter when she was here. And I just finished a Mother's Day card. And she took some birthday cards. And she come in to me and she said, Nana, have you got a Mother's Day card? So I said, yes, sweetie, of course I do. So I said, you can take this one. So I'm going to put these, I might start the biggest one. So I'm going to put these around to make an Avid card. And it doesn't matter if they don't match up. So I'm just going to put bits. And I want to leave it sort of loose because I might want to stick something under it. So I'll put that one on there. I've just seen what I've got. I know I've got some leaves, and these are going to go. Oops, I've got some small ones too. It's just going to go across here like this. With this flower on the top. Okay. I should drop that hint to my sons. Might get enough to get my my scrapbook working. Then we've got this one, so we can slide this one in under there. I like to do a sort of mental of how it's going to look. So I've got two of these. Whoops, lost the stem. So I've got two of these that I can glue together. These are just what was left of something I did previously. And we can put that one on there, and we can top that maybe up there or this side. Now I cut this one out, but it's going to be too big. So we might even put that on the inside, might have room there. So we've got all these little leaves too that we can poke in. I'll cut out these ones. So this big one to stick on the top there. And then there's a smaller one. Goes there. And another small one goes on that side like that. So we might put that. I don't know whether you can see that. So we might do something like that. Yeah, I will. I will. When my son comes home tonight, I'll say, oh, I need some more money for crafting. So this is what we're looking at. We're building the front of the card. So that's why we call it an Avid card, because we put things in and make a big show of flowers. So I might just glue this one together. So I'm going to start off with the big one. And put that on. Now I'm going to take one of the smaller ones and I'm just going to put a bit of glue on the end. And I'm going to stick it on the end of those green prongs. I got some hearts. We can put hearts on there. That's a big one. I want a small one. So we can put that back together like that, and we can put that in somewhere. So it gives us a different aspect, you could say. And you can tuck it into one of these folds that we've got. So we can put a leaf in there. So let's do another one of these flowers. And this is just to get an idea. It's out of Pretty Florals. So there are 2-step stamp set. So like these ones, and you've got these ones. I do this one first, and then I stamp off and put this one over it. So this colour has to be like a faded colour to go on the top to show it. And that was actually, I did Mango Melody was this that I did. So we'll put this one on the top again, because we'll need these to dry. I did 4 of them. And when you stamp them, where's the other? When you stamp them on, not cut them out, see that little tab there? That's where you put your flower, on the top. So I want a couple of small ones. Oops, that's that one. Can't take that, can I? We have some hearts that are just, so we can use those, put them somewhere. I don't think we'll need another big flower. I could cut that in half and put it over there, but I might just put it somewhere. And there's another leaf. So we want a couple more flowers here. And we're going to put that one there on that green leaf. So these are double stamping. Believe me, I did a lot that I threw away. Okay, we'll make the last one up. Probably won't need it, but I think we'll make it up anyway. As I said, we can put something inside. Apart for the sentiment. So I'll put the big one on the top there. Now I've got small ones. So I'll put that there. No, that's fine, Kim. Ask me. All the time, ask me if you're not sure. That's what I'm here for. And you're learning, I'm learning when I'm doing it too. So, because I have to try these things out. That looks a big one. And I did 4 of each. Nothing left. Oh well. A big one it is. That's the littlest one. So I stamp these and stamp these, and they're still not perfect. Half of them are in the bucket, in the waste bin. So then we can put something like this. So you're really not going to see much of the wording, because when you pull it out, you've got the Happy Mother's Day. And you can see that you've got writing underneath it. So we'll start putting this together. I want to try and leave some of the writing to be seen. So first I want to put this heart there. You ask away, Kim, ask away. And I'm going to put that at the end of Sent with Love. Okay. Then it's just a matter of how you build it. And as I said, I want to leave some of the writing that you can see it. So I can put this one down here. So I'll stick him in. Well, that's so true, Kim. And it took me a while to get sort of the handle on where to put it. So we're going to put that one down there. Like that. So then I want this silver one to sit in behind it. Now I'm not putting these down. Yeah, that's true. It might not be the same way as the card turns out, but it just gives you an idea of the way to place things, is what I'm trying to say. And it probably will turn out very different to what I just did. But that's the fun. So we're going to put this big flower on. Actually, just thinking I might pop this up. And we'll get our dimensionals out. I might have to use the small ones. So I think I might have to use these little ones. It's great that our dimensionals come in 2 sizes. So we'll get those tops off now. So everything is really trial and error. You know, if you don't like what you've done, if you're quick enough, you can pick it up and put something else. You take it in the kitchen. Pork chops, yum. I like my pork. So I think we're going to use more small dimensionals than we are the large ones. Now I want to put this one in, and I might put that under there, just above the scent. Okay, so this one I'm actually going to glue down. Well, that's the best thing with tablets and laptops is you can take them anywhere you want. And I'm going to stick that down. It's actually on the edge there. I might put a dimensional there because it's right on the edge of the... So I'll pop that one up. Now you can glue these down if you want. You don't have to leave them sitting up like that. But I like the fact that when they're sitting up, I can put something else behind it and build it. So it's like layers, but you're using flowers and leaves. Good thinking, Kim. Good thinking. So I'm going to take one of these yellow ones we did. I'm actually going to glue this one. I'm actually going to put it behind. So I stuck it in behind this, where the card has a lip, you could say, I suppose. Now I'm going to put that one across there like that. So I'm going to glue this one down as well. I'm only gluing along the bottom of it. And I'm going to tuck it in that same lip where the card joins. So because you've got to keep I didn't do that one too well, did I? So you've still got to be able to open your card, okay? So just watch, because what I did there was I put dimensionals, but it was sticking to the card. There we are, we got it. Got it. So yeah, you've got to watch that. So when you put something, you've got to make sure that it's not gluing on this part underneath, so you can still open it. So I'm going to put some of those yellow flowers there. And I'm tucking it under this big one. That gives me plenty of room to move and put things underneath. So that's going to sit there. And put some of these little leaves in. And you can fill it up with anything. We can sit that just there like that. So you were still trying to keep the sentiment. You like the yellow flowers? Yeah, They, as I said, they're done with the pretty florals. So, and you've got the bigger ones here, and then you've got like a hyacinth or something there. But it gives you the stems and it gives you the points of where your flowers will sit. So that makes it really, really quite easy. So, what next? Put another little whoops, come here. So I'll sit that one under the daisy there. There. I just want to make sure that's not sitting. And you can adjust these the way you want them. The white one. We've got a white one here. Maybe can get that to slide in there. And I'm going to trim one of these cloud cover close that before I put me. I'm going to take my snips. And I'm going to do it right there. Now I can put that there. And it's going to be on. I don't know whether I like it there. No. I'm going to put it there. And I'm going to make sure it's not sitting on. Oh, I'm not sure, Kim. I know our cardstock's different, but I think envelope, I'm not sure, but I think envelopes are the same all over. But I can't honestly tell you that one. Now I'm going to put this little heart. I'm going to put there like that. So you're using both of your card underneath and your diamond piece to fill it up. I think I'll slide that piece in there. So it's going under the daisy. And with these Avid cards, you're probably better off giving them with the gift. Yeah, no, I can't answer that for you, Kim. I can try and find out. Because ours come in C, they're C6 or whatever size they are. So I think we've got enough on the front here. I'm running out of room to put things in, to poke things in. And if I put that in, it's going to cover the writing. Might just stick that one in under the daisy. And then I think that's about it. I don't want to overdo it. I'm only putting glue on the stem. I want to see that heart a bit. And you've got a couple on there. But I think that's quite enough. I could put a heart. in the middle of that flower. I think I might do that. Now we've done that, we need to stamp a greeting in here, and then you can write in here your message. So you put a little hello with lots of love. I think we'll use that one. A little hello with lots of love. I think that goes in what we're portraying on this. Yeah, I did one a while back. It wasn't really special. It was just a plain one. Now, what do I want? Oh, with a little love. There you go. But next week, I will be doing playing with that, because next week I'm going to be that's all my blocks. I'm going to be doing a different thing every day. So I'm going to use the Timid Tiger again to do that. My boys are car mad, not boat mad. Sometimes they worry me with the things that they do, but they are men now, so what they do is their problem, not mine. Let's clean that. Oh, that was silly. I want my cleaner, not my stamp. No, not yet, Kim. I haven't heard from the hospital. I'll keep waiting, because for 2 days you've got to take that horrible stuff to clean you out. So, yeah. So I think it was either the 15th or the 19th. So I'm just waiting to see. Now I'm just thinking of putting something inside. So I think that looks all right. Yeah, I don't like you keep waiting. It's ridiculous. They say they're going to call you and then they don't. I mean, I suppose they've got a lot of people that are going to have the same procedure done. So either of those days, I will not be on, of course. So I'm hoping my younger son will take me in. And then when Paul comes home from work, because you got to have somebody with you overnight, just in case you get married or sign a check or something like silly like that. And don't think that would be me. One, I don't have a checkbook. I'm not going to pop it up. I think we'll just have it flat like that. And then I'm going to pop this leaf in. So it doesn't mean that you have to do it all on the outside. So you can use the inside too, because that then brings the outside inside the card. And you just have to watch when you pick it up that you don't pull anything off. I'm going to take some Wink Stella. Like everything has to have. Oh, stop sticking to my finger. And I'm just going to go on these flowers. And it depends what time you're going to hospital too. If you go in the morning, you have to be there about 6 o'clock. If you go in the afternoon, I'll still be might not be able to do my life because I'll probably have to stay by the toilet. It just makes so much difference when you put Wink Stella on. Put some on these leaves. I'm going to open it up. You've had one before? Oh, thank you, Lynn. Yeah, my father had bowel cancer. so I have to have one. But my boys, my first husband also passed of bowel cancer. So my boys have a double whammy. So they've got it on both sides. Okay. Oh, I lost my flower. No, I didn't. Whew. Oh, that was close, wasn't it? Now, we want some gems on here. Get rid of this. It does, doesn't it, Kim? It takes it up a notch. Beautiful. Now, I'm looking at something plain. So I got these new ones. Aren't they gorgeous? Look at them. And these are strawberry slush and pretty in pink gems. So they would actually go. Could be our drusies. Or we've got our in colours. So we've got 1, 2, 3. So tell me in the comments which one you think we should use. We don't want to really overdo it, but I think we need a couple of them. So we've got this 1, 2, or 3. Which one do you think we should use? I'm just about out of Stella, so I'm going to have to order another one. 1. Anybody else? No more? 1 it is. And that was my choice, Lynn, as well. These are just gorgeous. I'm glad you said that. Mr. Weebit basing the charts. Okay, number 1. We're all in agreement. Number 1. You're making me hungry, Kim. Now, we can use the plain ones, which have a glint of silver in them. Or we can put the pretty in pink or the strawberry slush. I think I'm actually going to go with the plain ones because I want to put some in the flowers. And we can always use more than one. That's not a problem. These are just gorgeous. So I'll put one there. And put one there. 4. Three, 4, 5. That's 6. And I'm going to put one inside on this flower. And I'm going to use the pink. That's a good idea, Kim. So, what I wanted to do, and I don't know whether it'll fit on, which is a bit of a shame, was I wanted to fit the butterfly. Could have put them. Happy Mother's, thank you, Kim. Happy Mother's Day to you. And you're already asking your boys for money for craft. So I hope you, and Lynn too, I hope you have a very happy Mother's Day. So I would like to put that there. Do you think it's too much? So you had a team meeting, Sue, and I bet you were dying to get back to crafting. I know it'd be me. Lucky being a demonstrator too. When it's a team meeting, we can craft while the team meeting's going on. So now what do you think? I'd like to put that butterfly there on the flower. So I would take this off and set the butterfly there. I think that would be cute. Team meetings so boring, they usually are. Let's do the butterfly. And I'd already done the butterfly. Hi, Nicole, how you going? Hope you're well. How's your hand going? Your hand, your wrist? So now where can I put this? I know I can put it here. It's stuck. It's stuck on the leaf. There we go. Now I'm going to put some Wink Costello over the card. and I'm going to put some inside. And I'm going to put some on my other. Okay, so that's our card for today. So it's a Mother's Day card. And this is what we've got. I think it's quite stunning myself. It all folds up. And as I said, probably need to hang this card with a gift. All right, I'll see you Monday. And that's true, could have done that. We can swap addresses. So here's what we've got. So that's Fridays. So these are all our Avid cards. So I've got to, because I usually do try one out, and I do a repeat, but this one today, I didn't do anything with it. I just did and put the sizes on so I can put it away, and if I want to do this card again, I've got it all there. So we had this one as well, and I did 2 of those. We did the floating card, and we did this one yesterday. So that was my sample. That came out like that. So what do we have? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday was this gorgeous card doing the sips, cheers and sips. I was really pleased the way that turned out. So that was Thursdays, and then we've got the last one here, which is Friday, which we did today. So that's all the cards we did this week. How about that? Can't get that one in. So that's what we've done so far this week. I'm going to come up to the top. Just bear with me a minute while I change cameras. Happy Mother's Day, Kim. I hope you have a beautiful day. There we go. And to all the mums out there, I hope you have a happy Mother's Day. I have enjoyed myself. Thank you, Nicole. It's wonderful cards. I did. They're a challenge, I find, because you've got to put so much on them. Thanks, Kim. Because you've got so much on them, to make an Avid card. But it is very enjoyable doing it. So just before I go, if you like my content, can you give me a like, a share, and ring the notification bell so that you know when I'm going live, which is 10:30 every weekday in Queensland, Australia. So unless something happens, that's the time I'll be on. Sometimes if I don't get on in the morning, I will go on in the afternoon. So I hope you've enjoyed this series. For next week, I'm going to take a set out of our new book, our new catalogue. So let's stand on the floor. So I'm going to take a set out each day and do something with it. So that will be next week's series. Will be something different each day and out of the new catalogue. So everybody have a beautiful Mother's Day, Father's Day if you're a single father, nanas, grannies, everybody have a beautiful day, and I will see you next week, hopefully. Bye for now.